welcome to the latest episode of the Horizon Leeds YouTube channel. I'm Megan, venue manager here at Horizon, and today I'm coming to you from an extremely wet Leeds. The weather is horrendous. We are definitely in autumn, unfortunately. So today I want to talk to you about something that's really close to my heart that I've been wanting to cover for a while, and that is how as an industry we provide space and events that are inclusive for new mums. It can be parents in general, but for this episode specifically, we are looking at new mums. So why is this close to my heart? Well, there's two reasons. The first one is in the last couple of weeks, we have had quite a lot of events which have been attended by both new mums, mums that have just gone back to work, and also babies. So mums have brought along their children, which has been fantastic, although it is a real a show spoiler, so the baby has to come first and they're just so cute. But yeah, so that's one reason why I want to talk about this. But the second one is a little bit of a personal and more sentimental. My little girl is about to turn 2 in a couple of weeks, and I just don't want her to grow up, and I am thinking a lot about when I was first coming back to work, and also when I was doing my keeping in touch days. I've been there, and it was interesting to think about how I dealt with things like breastfeeding. So that's why I really was keen to cover this topic. So a couple of things I want to cover, which I just touched on quickly. And the first thing is around keeping in touch days. So keeping in touch days, a lot of organisations offer these, and they're fantastic opportunities for mums to come back in whilst they're still on mat leave and have a day, one away from the child, a bit of a break, but also to catch from what's going on in an organisation. Because if you're away for either 6, 9, 12 months, it can be quite isolating, and a lot can change in that time. Now, events are fantastic opportunities to really get the most out of a keeping in touch day. So you can imagine you go into an office for a day and there's not that much you can do, but actually if you invite staff members who are currently on maternity leave to events, say you've got an annual conference and a staff away day, invite them to that. They get to see everybody, they get a day to themselves to really think about sort of what they want to do coming back to work, but also they get to get a really good idea about what's been going on in the past sort of 6 months, year whilst they've been off. So they're a really, really good opportunity. But also we really need to consider the impact of what a keeping in touch day can have on a mum and also on the child. So we do a couple of things here at Horizon, and it's something that we'd really recommend you to ask at any venues that you're holding your events. And that's around, is there the opportunity to bring the child with you? So some of our parents, and this can be for keeping in touch days, but also the other thing that can help with is if you've got mums that have got a non-working day. So say you've got a conference they want to attend, but it's on a Friday, and that's not their non-working day. Is there the opportunity to bring the child with them? And here at Horizon, it's a yes. We can set up a room, and we have a number of contacts with professional creches that we can do, but sometimes that's not needed. Sometimes mums just want a space where they can feel that they're part of the conference, but can bring their children as well. So we do that through having a room with comfy furniture where there is a live stream. Now that sounds scary. It's not. It's live streaming these days is a very simple thing to do. So we can either we can support you doing that, and we set up a live stream so the parents still feel like they're included in the event, but they're actually comfortably sat in a room that's suitable for them and their children. So that's one option. Another option that we have quite a lot, we had a lot last week, is dads, grandparents having the child for the day, having a nice day in Leeds, and then popping in so they can breastfeed them during breaks and throughout the day. And that also works absolutely well. And we are more than people. If parents feel comfortable, they can breastfeed wherever they want in Horizon. That's not a problem whatsoever. But if they want something that's a little bit more private, we can offer that room and that space for breastfeeding in private as well. So it's totally up to the parent. So that's two options to think about when you are looking at parents who are still on leave. And then the next thing is parents when they're coming back to work, and this can be really scary. A study that the NCT organisation did found that 15% of the people surveyed said that the main concern about coming back to work was around the fact that they'd have to stop breastfeed, and that shouldn't be the case. Nobody should have to stop breastfeeding because of work. There's lots of options, and one of those is pumping. I know a lot about breast pumps. I'm a big fan of them. They came in handy a lot when I was looking at coming back to work. So what we can do here at Horizon is provide provide a space if they don't want to pump in public, absolutely fine. Provide a space for mums to pump. And then we also have fridges that we specifically use for breast milk. I always say label because some days we can have 6 mums plus pumping, so please make sure that you bring labels. And then there's also a space that you can wash out your pump and store it. So it's just another option. So don't feel that you come into an event and therefore you have to miss the event because you need to pump, or the fact that you don't pump because you're at an event. That's not the case. Come and speak to us and we can help you out. And again, that's with any venues and is an industry in a whole, especially there's a lot of women in our industry. We should be really thinking about how we can support that. I personally, we do events outside of Horizon as a wider organisation, and I was pumping backstage at an event that I was managing main stage for over 1,000 people. So it is possible, and we wouldn't want any parent to feel they couldn't come back into the industry because of that. So that just gives you a little idea. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and I would like to talk to people about if they've got any comments, if there's any other videos that they'd like me to cover around sort of new mums coming back to work. It would be great. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks, bye.